Jason! I'm in the woods, and I'm running from Jason. Jason Schwartzman. He's gone mad. No, just kidding. It's Jason Voorhees, because it's Friday the 13th. And I'm actually just realizing that maybe Jason isn't that scary if he only kills on that very specific day. Anyways, I'm so glad I found you guys, because it is time for our witchy weather forecast. Laura, how's it hanging?
Thanks, Ashley. It's heating up out there. Summer's just around the corner, and we are hot off the tail of that glorious full moon on Wednesday. Hope you all got a chance to see her. We've got some planetary shakeups happening next week that I'll dive into more on the breakdown, but all that activity will come to a head on the 20th, next Friday, when the sun enters Cancer, and the summer solstice begins. The summer solstice is a big day with lots of energy, longest day of the year. You're going to want to be outside. Bonfire if you can. It's traditionally a fire festival. Invite your friends, your loved ones over for a feast, barbecue, celebrate the light and power of the sun. That same day, Cancer season begins and brings with it a focus on the home, family, and security for the next 4 weeks. Now is the time for those home improvement projects you've been putting off. Spend some time with loved ones and balance your budgets. Emotions will be elevated, so watch out for your feelings and make sure they don't get the best of you. Now, the new moon is on the 25th of this month, and I want you witchy weirdos to set your intentions and work towards your goals, because on July 10th, the day before our next forecast, is the buck moon, a full moon that brings with it a call to action. Break those bad procrastination habits. This is your mid-year wake-up call. Manifesting is cute, but let's talk tangible. Let's talk next steps. And Ashley, what's that behind you? Look out! I think it's Jason!
That's not funny.
Sorry. Gotcha.
We had two very different Friday the 13th summer ideas.
Yes. I was very much leading into summer solstice, because that's going to be a big, big part of the forecast today. Mm-hmm. Totally overlooked the Friday the 13th.
Listen, I was thinking about getting murdered.
I mean, I think I was even the one that brought it up when we were texting.
Yeah.
And then I just nope. Never thought about it again.
Listen, I could have talked to you about it. I could have told you I was showing up like a freak.
I love
it. In my beat up summer look. But I didn't do that.
Not to toot my own horn, I look amazing in a backwards cap. Really a missed opportunity.
I feel very like a league of her own.
You're looking very like Kid Sister right now. And I like it. Yeah. I dig it. It's a good look on you.
And like a little filthy. Like, I got this playing stickball in the street, in the Bronx, in 1964.
Did you say stickball?
Yeah.
Okay. For a second, I said fistball, and I thought you meant like punching.
Fistball. You know, this is a perfect connection to our last episode, because I talk about how sporty and athletic I am.
You really are.
That's not true. I had watched a Brett Favre documentary right before I started recording. So I kept like randomly pulling out sports references. I was like, take a knee, girl. Get her some water, coach. June, huh?
June. Crazy. We had a full moon a couple days ago, so probably coming down from those energies. I want to go ahead and just jump right into next week, though. There's a planetary shakeup that I was talking about before that we will start experiencing this Sunday, the 15th. Jupiter squares with Saturn. And what I mean when I say that is the two planets will kind of appear with a 90-degree angle between them. And that represents a period of tension and conflict.
Great.
Jupiter has this expansive, optimistic energy, while Saturn is limiting and conservative. This aspect often reveals areas where we've made rash decisions, cut corners, or have insecurities, urging us to take accountability and course correct.
Okay.
And if things are getting tense with those around us, keep it cool. Don't act rash. Maybe even take a couple of days to cool off before acting, because on the 17th, Mars enters Virgo, and this opens up a path towards efficiency.
Okay.
Productivity soars. We'll find ways to work smarter, not harder. Virgo loves work, and Mars stays in Virgo until, I think, about like August 6th. So now, like this time period until August 6th is the time to get shit done.
Okay.
That being said, small hiccup literally the day after on the 18th. Jupiter squares with Neptune. But we can use this to our advantage. Here, dreams are going to crash with reality. But this is kind of asking you, like, are your goals realistic? Have you been too hasty to implement your plans? If so, adjust. With now being such a good time for action, use these feelings of uncertainty to check in with yourself before putting in all that work.
That's a good note. It sounds, though, like there's going to be a little tension.
Oh, yeah.
In mid-June.
15th is going to be, well, yeah, you'll probably feel things are a little more difficult that day.
Okay.
It was the 15th, the 17th, the 18th. You're probably going to be feeling a little all over the place. And if you are, that's totally normal. You probably aren't the only one. But it all comes to a head, like I said, on the 20th. So a week from today, next Friday, it's the Summer Solstice.
Summer Solstice.
I'm very excited. It's my favorite out of all the solstices.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm a Leo, so I'm a summer baby.
Right.
I'm really excited to be back in the Midwest for the summer. I was starting to really hate the summers out in Los Angeles because it's just so brutally hot.
So hot.
Here, like, everything is really coming to life. Everything's so green.
It's so lush. I just took my road trip, and I swear to God, I have not seen the Midwest looking that lush in so long. It is overgrown and gorgeous.
It's one of those things of, like, did I just not appreciate
Yeah,
this
was
when
it
I
always
younger?
like this?
Or am I just old now that I'm just like, look at that tree, look at those leaves?
I think that literally all the time, every season. I'm like, did I just forget about them? Did I just forget what seasons were like? Or were they always this incredible?
Maybe we just took them. That's maybe one of the good things that we
Yeah.
moved away. Missed them for so long. We took them for granted, and now we've got them
Yeah.
back, and it's just, I'm never letting you go.
I get like the opposite of you. I don't know if it has anything to do with my star sign. I'm an Aries, you tell me. But I, like, some people get seasonal depressive disorder in the winter. I get it in the summer because I
Really?
always feel like I'm not doing enough to, like, take advantage of summer, but I never feel like doing much because I don't like being hot. And I
Sure.
don't like sweating, and I'm an indoor cat. So summer can be a little hard for me because I feel bad for not doing more, but I also don't want to do more, and I want to stay in the air conditioning.
Well, we just need to find you hobbies that maybe involve the water.
Yeah, see, here's what I need. I need a freaking pool.
You need a pool.
If I had a pool,
Need a boat.
if I had a friend with a boat, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. I'd love summer.
You do have a friend with a pool, but you do have to take a train to come see me.
Well, listen, it's not that far.
So next Friday, the 20th, summer solstice, yay, yay, yay. People call it Litha. People call it midsummer, whatever you want to call it. I love it, love it, love it. The world is alive. It's a time of abundance as the earth puts forth her bounty and all its radiance. I was reading in some places that on Midsummer Eve, it's known as Herb Evening.
Oh.
Or Herb Evening,
Herb.
if you're listening in the UK. For just as the sun is at its zenith, the energy of many plants is more potent when gathered at this time.
Oh.
So if you're growing a lot in your garden, if you're growing your own herbs for your spells or teas or whatever you're doing, harvest them on Midsummer. Not all of them, but like the ones that you harvest on Midsummer Eve are believed to be a little more potent.
Yeah, especially if you're casting a spell.
Right? Gathering chamomile, lavender, and lemon balm would make an excellent herbal blend for the day. You can gather it up and put it in the satchel, keep it on your person for good luck, or you could even brew it into a tea or put it in a bath.
Love it.
Just for a little bit of extra energy from the day. Now is a good time for wealth, success, and recognition spells. And it also lines up that the 20th is also the start of Cancer season. So goodbye, Gemini. Hello, Cancer. Cancer's energy puts a spotlight on the home and the desire to nurture and be nurtured.
See, that's my summer vibe.
Yes, it is.
Home, take care of me, keep me cool.
There's a shift towards emotional sensitivity. So be aware of that. You might be feeling a little sensitive. Things might be a little more raw. Nothing wrong with that. But again, just be aware.
It is what it is.
There will also be an urge to create safe and comfortable space. And I don't know, when I was reading that and writing that down for my notes, I thought of what a wonderful and kind of coincidental time that Pride is taking place during
Yeah,
Cancer season.
totally.
The season where there's a pull towards safety, family, chosen family. And there's a lot of bullshit happening in our country right now. And I want to take a moment to acknowledge that safety is not something that a lot of us are feeling. But I think I can speak for everyone here at Keep It Weird that those in the LGBTQIA plus community have home with us, have community with us, and we will always fight to make sure that there will be a safe place for you here, whether that's in our online community or just here in this country.
1000%.
We see you, we love you, and don't let the bastards get you down.
Yeah, I feel like most of our listeners are on the queer spectrum, even the straight ones. So, we are a team. No one's gonna bully you in our school.
Not here. No, sir.
Mm-mm. Look at all these colors. Look at this rainbow. I keep getting more neon, like eventually, like this room will not be a vibe anymore because it's going to look like a casino. That's okay though.
But also, that's a vibe. Start smoking indoors, crank the AC, lean into the casino.
Lean into it. My dad already calls my house the tavern because every time he comes in, he's like, "Can't see a goddamn thing in here." And I'm like, first of all, we don't need to see. The world's full of horrors. Not in here. You can't see any of the horrors in here. It's dark. It's weird.
No one's looking at nothing.
No one's seeing anything. This is our refuge, Dad. Yeah, so he calls it the tavern. He's like, "Y'all just hanging out at the tavern today?"
It's your safe space.
It's my safe space.
Add more neon, you'll only be adding to your safe space.
Yes, I'll only feel safer.
Okay, so now the new moon is on the 25th. And this is my big reminder to all y'all out there, myself included. A lot of times I let the new moon kind of go unmarked, but in witchcraft, the new moon and the waxing moon phase is when you should be getting started on new ideas, on your plans, your projects, relationships. This is when work starts. As the moon pulls towards the full phase, that's when you should see your progress develop. And the full moon that comes on Thursday, July 10th, brings with it that mid-year wake-up call that I mentioned. We're halfway through 2025. Or at least we will be when this moon comes around.
I can both feel that and also can't believe it.
It's a rough one.
I feel it, but I swan to John. It was just my birthday. It was just March. Like yesterday.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, God. But yeah, so you may still be unwilling to accept it. You may be unwilling to take that risk, but waiting for the perfect moment to start on your goals. But the buck moon is here to tell you that that's all in your head. There is no perfect moment. If you're feeling that imposter syndrome, kick it to the curb. You have everything you need to take that step forward. So yes, July 10th, big, beautiful full moon, big full moon energy, but be prepared for it. Don't just show up on the full moon and be like, why did none of the things I wished for happen? Like, you got to work for it. So
yeah, you gotta
start small, start during the new moon on the 25th, plant your seeds, do the work, watch them grow. Please, please, please. And also to myself.
Buck?
The buck moon. Yeah.
Nice.
It's named because of, like, this time of year, deers have their huge antlers.
Yeah.
And the older they are, the longer they last, the bigger they are. So, yeah.
That was the one thing in summer that used to creep me out so much by my house because we were surrounded by wooded areas. And this time of year in the summer, that's when the bucks are really kind of slapping their antlers on the trees.
Oh, so you can hear it?
You can hear it, but it's like far off, and I swear to you, it sounds just like the Blair Witch Project.
Oof.
Like I would sit outside and hear the crackling of the antlers on the trees, and it was like, guess who's going in?
No,
Street
thank
lights are
you.
on, Mom. Also, the Blair Witch might be outside. I'm not sleeping.
I don't think I've ever heard it. So now I kind of want to go spend a night down in Centralia.
Listen, you should. It's a real creepy zone. Well, thank you so much. This was amazing. As usual, great witchy weather forecast. I say in July, maybe we can pull a couple of those cards, those green
I
witch
would
cards.
love to.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I was going to say, do we want to get listeners in or just...
Yeah, no, we should. Listeners,
Please.
it's going to be right at mid-year, as we said. So this is the time to get some guidance. If you're looking for some guidance on some aspect of your life.
You want to make sure you're going in the right direction.
So maybe July, as our witchy weather forecast, maybe we just spend some time pulling some tarot cards and some oracle cards and see what happens.
I would love that.
Yeah, send in your questions.
Please, please, please.
What a treat. What a July treat.
What a treat.
Well, thank you so much, as per usual, my witchy friend.
Happy to be here. Always happy to be here. What a fun time.
Listeners, I have to hide because I can hear him coming again. Maybe. Jason Schwartzman's after me. He's very short, but he's fast. I have to go. Ah!